has a milder taste than the onion. So the error is on. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to our channel, Speak English Course and Club. And with our special program, English is Easy. And still with our topic, Toefl structure and written expressions, with our skill focus is parallel with comparative and superlative forms. Well, in the previous videos, we learned coordinate conjunction and also paired conjunction. Yeah. In those topics, we actually also learn parallelism. So we connect or join two clauses, two nouns, two adjectives, two phrases of the same kinds or of the same forms. Now we'll focus with the comparative forms and superlative forms. Well, first let's focus on the comparative form. Okay, the comparative forms, the first we have the form adjective or adverbs with er and then. Okay, so when we compare two things or two people or group of things or group of peoples, we use this form, comparative forms. Okay, so we use this adjective and then plus er and then when the adjectives or adverb consists of one syllable. For example, tall, one syllable, tall. Okay, become taller than. And then long, longer than. And then hard, harder than. Okay, so one syllable. And then when adjective or adverb consists of two syllables, ends with y, and then preceded by a consonant, for example, pretty, and then become prettier than. Okay, lazy become lazier than, and then busy become busier than. Okay, so those are comparative forms. And then when the adjective consists of two or more syllables, yeah, we have the form more blah 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 than. Okay, more and then adjectives or adverb and then. Alright, okay, now let's see the example. Okay, now let's see the example. Okay, the adjective or adverb that consists of two or more syllables, more, modern than. Okay, so modern consists of two syllables, modern. So more modern than. And then more important than. Okay, so the word important also consists of three syllables. So we use more important than. And then more colorful than. So the word colorful consists of three syllables, so we use more colorful than. Alright? Okay, now let's see the example in the sentence. Okay, fashions this year are shorter and more colorful than they were last year. Okay, so there are comparative forms there, shorter and then more colorful. Shorter, the word short consists of one syllable. Okay, so the comparative form shorter. And then colorful consists of three syllables. so we have more colorful. Okay, all right. Now, let's go to the superlative form. We use the superlative form when we compare at least 3 things or 3 people, 3 groups of things or 3 groups of people. Okay, all right. The same as the comparative form, we have this kind of form, superlative form with adjective or adverb plus est, while the comparative form using er, and then the superlative form we have est after the adjective. Okay. For the adjective consists of 1 syllable. For example, tall become the tallest. Okay, the longest for the word long, and then hard become the hardest. All right. Okay. Okay. And then for the adjective or adverb consists of 2 syllables and with y preceded by a consonant. For example, the word pretty, and then become the prettiest. Lazy become the laziest, and then busy becomes the busiest. All right. Okay. And then the second form of the superlative form using the most plus adjective or adverb. Okay, we use when the adjective or adverb consists of 2 or more syllables. For example, okay, the word modern, once again, modern consists of 2 syllables, so the superlative form, the most modern. Alright, and then important consists of 3 syllables, important. So 3 syllables, so we use the most important. Alright, and then colorful, also 3 syllables, so it becomes the most colorful for the superlative form. Okay, all right. Okay, now let's see the example in sentences. In sentences, okay, using the superlative form. Number 1, Bobby is the tallest man in the room. Okay, so here we have the tallest. Okay, the tallest. So consists of 1 syllable, so we have the tallest. Okay, pay attention. So for the superlative form, we use the before the adjective. Okay, the tallest man in the room. Yeah, so here also there is in the room. Yeah, so comparing with other men in the rooms. Okay, and then the second example, let's see. Lucy is the most beautiful of all the women in the party. Okay, now let's see the words the most beautiful. Okay, because beautiful consists of 3 syllables, so the superlative form we use the most. Okay, in here Lucy is compared with all the women in the party. Okay, so we use Lucy is the most beautiful of all the women at the party. Okay, using the word, pay attention the word the and the most, and then of all the women in the party. So Lucy compared with all the women in the party. Okay, and then let's see the third example. The spider over there is the largest one that I have ever seen. Okay, pay attention to the word the largest. Okay, the superlative form using the and then after that largest become the largest, and then that I have ever seen. So it means this spider is compared with all the spiders that I have ever seen. Okay, all right. So now you see already superlative form. Now let's see the example of superlative and comparative forms in the Toefl exercise. Okay, for example, number 1. The use of detail is blah 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 method of developing a controlling idea, and almost all students employ this method. Okay, choice A, more common, and then B, common, C, most common, and then D, the most common. Alright, what do you think the answer for this exercise? Alright, now let's see. If you use more common, choice A for example, so you use more common and then yeah, but in this sentence there is no the word then, so choice A is not the right answer. And then what about P, common? Yeah, common method. So there must be before the word common, there must be an article, maybe a, yeah, or the, yeah. So in here we don't use choice B is not the right answer. And then if we have the superlative, how is the form? That is using the most. Yeah. So the correct answer is D, the most common. Right? The use of the detail is the most common method of developing a controlling idea, and almost all students employ this method. Alright? Okay, now let's see the example of using the superlative and comparative forms in Toefl exercise, especially in the error identification. Have a look at the example. The leek, a member of the lily family, has a mildest taste than the onion. Okay, now, okay, which part is wrong, or which part that consists error? Okay, let's see. The leek, a member of the lily family. Yeah, so there is nothing wrong with a member of the lily family. That is modifying the word leek. And then what about a mildest taste than the onion? Okay, so in this sentence we compare the leek with the onion, right? So comparing two things. Remember, when we compare two things, we use the comparative form. Yeah, the comparative form from the words mild is milder, not mildest. Okay, so the sentence must be the leek, a member of the lily family, has a milder taste than the onion. So the error is on the part B. Alright, so the answer is B. Okay, alright, so if you have no question on, if you have question on this, yeah, you can write on the comment. Okay, and you can share the video if it is useful for you, and you can subscribe to this video. Okay, see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.